Okay.
I'm going to recap. You're going to, I'll go intro, you do what you do, and then I'll recap.
Okay. Sounds good.
Good evening. This is public hearing of the City of Florence with regard to the allocation of certain CARES Act funds that have been allocated to the City of Florence by the United States government. This is a public hearing. Individuals in the community were notified that they are welcome to participate in this hearing, that of course, because of the COVID-19 outbreak, is being conducted via Zoom, but we advised folks in the community that they could call in and participate in the meeting. We have not had any calls yet. However, we do have staff here to present information, and we are going to obviously publicly disseminate that information via this broadcast. And so for that purpose, I will turn to Deputy Manager Scotty Davis. Mr. Davis.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As you know, the City of Florence received $161,263 in a special allocation to be used to address the issues relative to the COVID-19 virus that we have in our country. City staff met with select members of the Mayor's Coalition to gather input on the use of these funds. That organization recommended that we use funds on three particular issues. Direct services has to provide funding for rent, mortgage, and utility payments for those that have been affected by this crisis. Healthcare, and again, funding for healthcare for those that are uninsured and underemployed in our community, unemployed, particularly as it relates to the COVID-19 crisis. And our third and final is information distribution. The committee, the Mayor's Coalition Committee, would like to provide funding to agencies to identify those that need additional information, additional masks, hand sanitizers, and to distribute that throughout our community. We are working again with our city manager and city staff to follow up with additional funding, and I think you'll speak to that later, to match these dollars. And we look to put about $300,000 directly into the community to address the pandemic crisis.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. And as you alluded to, the monies that have been allocated to the City of Florence by the federal government, just over $160,000, $161,263, I think, Scotty. And of course, the city intends to distribute those funds as you have described. These funds, as I understand, Scotty, flow through the traditional community development block grant institution, and are allowed to be used for certain different operations, particularly in at-risk communities in our city. And it's obvious that those direct services of rent, mortgage, and utility payment assistance, healthcare, and information distribution fall into those categories. I think it's also the intent of the city to supplement that funding of $160,000+ with about another $150,000 from the city's general fund. Those then combined, I think, will allow us to make an allocation to rent, mortgage, utility of about $250,000.
Correct.
Within another $50,000 allocated to healthcare and $10,000 to information distribution. Am I right about that?
That is correct.
And I also expect those in the community should understand that while those funds are limited, we expect to have caps of about $500 for rent and mortgage and $250 for utilities.
Yes.
To individual applicants per month for up to 3 months. And then in addition to that, I think in hope the city is going to make some attempts to also provide some support to the Meals on Wheels program.
Yes, sir.
Also, in addition to those funds that are going to be distributed through the CDBG methodology, we're going to authorize another $100,000 that will flow through the Downtown Development Corporation with the intention of providing business recovery grants to those bricks and mortar restaurants, retail, or service businesses located in H1 district.
Yes, sir.
Scotty, my recollection is the grants are available to individuals in that H1 district by making application to the Downtown Development Office here at the city.
Correct.
And the range of grants is between $2,500 and $5,000 per grant. And obviously not all businesses will qualify for that maximum grant, but the hope is, I know the desire of the city and the council and staff is that you allow the businesses to have an opportunity to make a marketing plan for reopening, to assist with perishable inventory costs, and to provide some fixed expense support, rent, mortgage, and utilities.
Yes, yes.
Those folks who are at home or questions about that program can contact the Downtown Development Office. For those individuals who are interested in those other direct services, the rent, mortgage, and utility, you mentioned that this was through the Mayor's Coalition. That these were initiatives that had been recommended to us by the Mayor's Coalition to help the Florence flourish. Individuals who are interested in that direct assistance, how do they go about applying for that, Scott?
Certainly, they can contact the city, 843-665-3175. Again, 843-665-3175. We also are working particularly with Lighthouse Ministries and other organizations, and we're working in that process to make sure we have the applications on it.
The healthcare allocation, Scotty, that we've worked through Mercy Medicine. How do individuals access those funds?
And again, we would work through Lighthouse, and they will work in conjunction with Mercy Medicine and others in the area there to access those funds. And again, in that we'll help to assist to pay for prescriptions and other medications for those that are affected to continue to keep our populations healthy.
So those individuals can contact Mercy Medicine or contact the city at the same number?
Or contact Mercy Medicine or contact the city of Florence at 665-3175.
Very well, thank you. Is there anything else we need to add to this discussion, Mr. Davis?
That's all.
Very well. There being nothing more, obviously, we have limited funds available at the city for this sort of effort, but we thought it was important not only to use the money that was distributed and allocated to the city by the federal government through the CARES Act, but to also supplement that money and to provide those direct services, healthcare, and some assistance to businesses in the H1 district.
Yes.
Please contact the city or contact those entities to access those funds. And of course, stay safe, and we will survive through this together. Thank you.
Thank you.